Picture this. New Year's Eve at a five-star hotel. Velvet lights, a live band, a Rolls-Royce parked out front as part of the dowry. Two powerful families arrive, each with more than 300 guests, and happy tears are flowing as the bride walks in on her father's arm. Now freeze the frame, because her dad, her family, and basically her entire side of the guest list were paid actors. Yes. 300 extras in suits, on call, perfectly cast. We are in Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam, at the Marriott on December 31, 2018. The bride's side pulls up like they own 3 shipping ports, and the groom's side actually owns a serious slice of the city's businesses, beauty clinics, construction, you name it. This is a power wedding, the kind where the champagne already knows your last name. The bride is Tina. Social media gloss, a chauffeur, designer everything, and a billionaire dad who hates the spotlight. After the ceremony, her father and relatives visit the groom's family home with extravagant gifts. He even sells prime properties to the in-laws at 70% off. Who discounts real estate like expired milk? Everyone is glowing, the families bond, and life becomes shopping, travel, repeat. But under the sparkles, Tina's story is grittier. She was born in 1995 in a poor family in northern Vietnam. School was not her thing. Money was. At 14 she dropped out, moved to the city, and bounced through service jobs and a brief early marriage. Then in 2018 she rebrands completely. New name, new persona, luxury cars, custom outfits, villa life. The catch is simple. The mansion was rented, the car was rented, the designer bags were knockoffs. With the upgraded image, Tina floated into high-end spaces and meets Anna, a very well-known beauty industry CEO. Through Anna she meets Anna's husband, who is also a somebody, and then his younger brother, who becomes our groom. To be fair, Tina is charming. Warm, generous, tasteful. No cartoon gold digger energy. Wedding talks start fast. One snag remains. Parents. The groom's family is serious. Tina is solo, with a very low-profile billionaire father who never shows. You can miss brunch. A wedding needs a dad on an aisle. So she does what a pragmatic con artist in a daytime drama might do. She hires a casting agency. At first she books 5 actors for close family, especially the father, and yes, there is a rehearsal. Then she hears the groom's side invited more than 300 guests. 5 actors will not cut it. The solution is audacious. Hire 300 more to play cousins, aunties, uncles, and the entire clan, and rent a Rolls-Royce to seal the fantasy. Put down small deposits now, and once she marries into money the rest is pocket change. That is the plan. The big day lands, and it is flawless. Dad walks her in, the room erupts, the band swells. Every detail looks legitimate. Who would imagine an entire family tree was cast the way you would cast a period drama? Then fate trips on a remote. Sometime in 2019, Anna is at home watching TV when she sees a familiar face. Wait. Is that Tina's billionaire father playing a tiny bit part in a movie? She rewinds, squints, and starts digging. The father is a minor actor. Other relatives were hired too. The miracle 70% off property deal was fake. The house was a rental, the notary was hired, the title was counterfeit. Even the wedding company still has unpaid balances from the big day. The receipts start piling up. Here is the quietly evil part. Tina rarely asked one person for a giant sum. It was always forgot my wallet, lost my purse, or cash is locked in the home safe, and she collected tiny loans across friends, staff, and in-laws. Individually, it is a shrug. Collectively, it is a problem. When the family finally compares notes, more than 100 people had lent her money, totaling roughly $640,000. That is just the folks who admitted it. The family is furious, but do they call the police? Not at first. Humiliation is loud, and no one wants the headline, "Prominent Family Scammed by Influencer Bride." They cut ties. Tina promises to behave and pay things back. Spoiler: she does not. She resets the table and starts a new game. By March 2021, there is a new fiancé. Let's call him K. They stage a dreamy forest wedding. The family in the photos is still actors. She borrowed a large sum of money from the groom and his relatives and then disappeared. Who needs a honeymoon when you can vanish? February 2022, businessman Jay meets Tina at a luxury hotel. She says her father is a high-ranking official. There is a hush-hush meeting. It gets cancelled and she needs to cover the venue. He lends $15,000. She forwards Dad's contact, who promises lucrative opportunities, and Jay wires another $57,000 to the father. Then both Tina and Dad go silent. August 2022 moves the act to Ho Chi Minh City. Tina targets cafe owner T after a long social media stalk. The new script is this. Dad is a wealthy Canadian linked to government work, he is terminally ill, and a massive inheritance is incoming. They date. She disappears for days and returns with a kidnapping story and a ransom paid by Dad. T buys gifts and lends money. Eventually he sees the pattern and ends it. She keeps love-bombing, guilt-tripping, and even threatens self-harm. He holds the line, still losing a painful amount of money in the process. When he posts his story online, dozens of other victims reach out. On September 13, 2022, Anna says enough. She exposes the scheme to her million-plus social media followers. More victims come forward. By the time everyone piles on, reported losses creep toward $4 million. And you know some folks just stayed quiet. Now for the twist. Tina is not first arrested for the fake wedding. In October 2022, police pick her up over a rental car she did not return. She sold it in another city for about half the price, using forged registration papers to convince the buyer. She is tracked down. Prosecutors filed charges of property appropriation and forgery. She returns part of the money, posts bail, and is released pending the case. Imagine scamming a city, then getting got by a rental car. You'd think, lay low. Tina thinks, content creator era. She is photographed with a new man, reportedly met during detention, and allegedly earns a healthy amount in a single live stream. On Live, she claims her love for the cafe owner was real. Tina's mother says the scandal cost her reputation and work, that her daughter left home years ago, barely called, sent home only $100 over the years. Then Tina posts a public plea. Forgive me, support me, I will change. I will write a book, maybe even make a movie to pay debts. Is this another plot twist? I need your verdict. If you were a guest at that wedding, what would have tipped you off first? The 300 cousins with the same jawline? Or the Rolls-Royce that mysteriously had a rental sticker? Let me know in the comments. Please subscribe for crazy stories like this every week. See you next time. Bye.